vice. I don't see a vice.
A child's skull.
Just casually stealing all
Look
this
at this.
shit.
A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
What am I gonna do if they drop Nurgle when I'm in Scotland? Probably record myself on my phone. The thinking man.
Looks like Ermion places something in the statue's hand.
I bet it's a skull, but I'm gonna look around a minute.
Need something else. Gotta look around.
And if it's based off, it looks like, I bet it's a skull. White Frost. One can hear Ithaline's prophecy whispered at every market, garbled and reused by every village witch, delved into any trees, touching on sooths and diviners in general, saturating our common culture. We all know that the time of the wolf's blizzard approaches, the time of the white frost, and that the world will perish amidst ice, but few truly understand the meaning of these words. Self-proclaimed prophets who shout out Ithaline's words mistake stars reflected in the still pond for the sky. For the white frost is no legend or mythical apocalypse. It is a natural phenomenon that can be described in the dry yet precise language of scholarship. The renowned scholar of Thorn studies have clearly shown that our world is not the center of the universe, but one of 1,000 such globes spinning in the endless darkness of space. Space is usually described as a vacuum, yet to do so is grossly misleading, for through this vacuum swims, invisible to the naked eye, the white frost. We do not know exactly what the white frost is. Perhaps a microscopic dust that blocks the incoming light of the sun, perhaps infinitesimal particles of the sort postulated by Democritus of Ban-Ard, with the unusual property of sucking up warmth as a sponge does water. We know for certainty, however, that thanks to the telescopic observations of elven astromancers, the white frost, whatever it is, has already destroyed a great many worlds. The star systems in which it appears perish into lifeless hunks of ice over the course of a few decades. Furthermore, each scholar has agreed that the white frost will one day come to our world. Ithaline's prophecy, though based on magic intuition, not scientific observation, appears to foretell the truth. Many mages are skeptical about the theses presented here. I recommend they carry out the same experiment I conducted in my own laboratory. Using the spell Portus Asherim, open a microscopic portal for 3.5 seconds to the coordinates 03, 31, 48, 90, 89, 27, 09, 34. Yet before you do, dress in your warmest furs and get ready for an axe for breaking through thick ice. Wow, okay.
A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
Oh. Oh. Speaking of Scotland, where am I going to be visiting? Luke, I'll be spending most of my time around the city of Stirling.
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist.
It's a world-ending ice? Ah. So it's Throg's Ice Age, huh?
Goes in for light reading, too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
Alexander Ho walked down the long corridor, delighted that the sounds of debauchery pouring out the rooms drowned out the sound of his footsteps. The long-neglected brothel floor creaked and moaned as though the wood regretted being witness to the lecherous scenes fed to it by this house of ill repute standing in the very center of the pride of the northern cities. Ho had been generously remunerated for this visit by the wife of a silk merchant. He had long suspected her husband of dabbling with loose women during his work hours. The case had seemed simple enough, banal even, a cheating husband. How many simple affairs had he unraveled? The worst was that his employer never truly wanted him to bring irrefutable proof of her husband's guilt. On the contrary, in their heart of heart, they always hoped his investigations would prove their husband's model citizens and their suspicions wholly unfounded. This time, it truly did turn out that the woman's husband was no whoremonger, despite the fact that his trail led Alexander to a place in which fleshy pleasures were bought and sold. The door in front of which he stopped, following the instructions he had received from a gnome at the entrance, had a small plaque with the number 16 on it. Unlike the other rooms, this one was enveloped in unsettling calm. Ho turned the door knob, pushed the door open, and what he saw there far exceeded his worst expectations. What, so like it's like a horror mystery novel?
Dwarven triple mead.
Dwarven triple mead. Alright.
Let's try again.
I think it's the skull.
So, statue, how about a skull? Guess you're no indecisive prince.
He called out the reference. Oh, he's a druid, so probably the pinecone, right?
What do you say we give it a pine cone?
No?
Nothing.
Mead? Is my Chaos Rising cameo a surprise? I don't know what it is.
How about a mug of mead?
Yeah, I don't know
Statue
what's...
or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes.
Oh, it is the mead.
Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Well, not me, because I got it wrong.
Hermione enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I have a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
Ah. Open ruin. Up. I hear an elemental.
This is it.
Cool mask.
We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before...
Come on, come closer.
Yeah, right. Bro, do you know how good I've gotten at dealing with wolves?
Traps!
Just wonderful.
T3 X100. The White Frost stands similar to the Norse temple of winter and the heat death of the universe.
Yeah, it does.
Damn it.
Geralt, hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate's still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
Oh, look for a way to escape the trap. Portal us out of here or something?
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight.
Stop trying to make me romance, game. I already made my choice. Excuse us. Who's my romance choice? Triss.
Now heed my words. There is no greater act of valor than to fight a beast cursed by men and gods. No greater deed than that done to serve the goddess.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you, and we'll take them to heart. But now, let's begin. We have seen Bran off to the beyond, and must now choose his successor. A king must be wise. A king must command respect. A king must have bollocks. We've no lack of men like that.
Why isn't he going out for king? Why isn't Brock going out for
Feel
king?
worthy of the throne of Skellige, step forward.
Okay, mic drop. Okay, so that's the queen's pick.
My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will.
Here she comes. I like her.
May the best man or woman win.
I want to be king. Let me be king.
What's got into her?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to Speakerog.
Picarog. Oh.
Children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now.
Hey, Dosix, how you doing?
How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood?
I don't know.
I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can.
Okay, I love this dude. This dude's
And
awesome.
I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Dude's awesome. Need your help with Ermion. Know where Ciri might have been. Let's try going this one first.
Magic anomaly on Ord Skellig somehow related to Ciri, or so Yennefer believes.
It's my strong suspicion, but I can only know for certain by examining the site.
I saw the twisted forms. Right unnatural. The druids were barely able to contain it. Explain to me, Yennefer, how Ciri might have caused this great catastrophe.
I'm intent on learning that very thing, which I will do as soon as Ermion stops hindering my investigation.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellig's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it.
Is
Onward.
Be'lakor getting his
For
own
the
faction?
good, I must
Yeah,
speak to him.
it seems that
At
way.
the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return.
Oh, giants!
Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
I want to fight a giant. It sounds awesome.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye, dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ard Skellig.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its
Oh.
people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My
Sounds like it
son
might be
gathered
related
a
to the Wild
hearty
Hunt.
crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Osgard, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Okay. Oh, you have to pick one of the kids?
Take it Ceres
Yeah,
wants to
dude.
lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Udalric further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me, or her brother. yet confronted by a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
Can't help wondering. Got no plans to vie for the crown yourself? Think a good number of the Jarls would support you.
A good number? Those opposed would be fierce, rabid. Madman Lugas would sooner see an Nilfgaardian on the throne. Besides, a man should know when to step aside. Hand the tiller to the youth among us.
Oh, okay. So it's not that he can't try to become king. He does not wish. Like he says it's time for me to step aside.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Ardskellig. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krog. I will see you later.
Interesting. The king is dead. Long live the king.
May your axe never crumble.
Alright, let's stay focused on the Yennefer plot for right now.
Yourself, Holger. You're drunk as a
Hjalmar will never be king. The gods have cursed the lands of the Oncrates.
So I think out of respect for Brock, since he asked so incredibly nicely, and he seems to want his son to be king more than anything else, more than his daughter. So I think we're gonna help his son on this run.
But I prefer me trusty axe.
Can you play Gwent with the king? That's a great question. I don't know.
Keep an eye on him.
Gotta find my way back to the feast. Is this way?
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
You're looking ill. Has nurse something.
Where is he?
Last night was...
There he is.
Wanted to talk.
Oh, you can help both. Okay, that's good. Oh, well, he actually does have more info. But no, he does not play
News of
Gwent.
Hjalmar? His venture going well?
Tempted after all, eh? If you're itching to join him, it might not be too late.
Maybe I should visit Undvik.
Ask at the new port. Clan Todorok survivors lie around there. They refuse to hunt the giant, but they're willing to talk.
Sorry, remind me. Where'd Ceres go?
Speakerog. Got it in her head that she must help Udalric.
How?
I've the same question. He's a brave man. Some say hot-tempered and hasty, but... if Ceres wanted glory, she'd have done better to sail with Hjalmar. As it is, who knows what ideas bat about in her head.
What's new in Skellige?
Of late, look seaward and you'll see their sun on a sail, staring right back. We've yet to capture any of their crew, but only a fool wouldn't know they're planning something.
See ya, Crack.
Yeah, no, we're absolutely going to help both children. I misunderstood what he had said. I thought he was saying we could only help one of them. But no, if we can help both, we will absolutely help both.
These continental dandies come a strutting, then we got
I wonder what the Ogre Legendary Lords will be. It'll probably be Grease's Goldtooth, Scrag the Slaughterer, Goldfog Maneater, and the last one is kind of a toss-up, but it'll either be Bragg the Gutsman or the Rhinox character. Let's go check out the site of this magical explosion. After I change back to my armor. I'll think about it. Dark Iron Skin. Yes, thank you. Oh, boys. Here's how the model of Grease's Goldtooth gloriously. That's how. Alright. Not feel like the right way, but it's where the map is telling me to go. So up we go. Oh, place of power. Nice.
Place of power. It's gotta be.
I love places of power. Oh, baby. Let's get another point in big attacks. Voice.
You're mad, woman! Mad, I say!
Maybe, but I've got good reason.
I hold Ciri dear too. You know this damn well. But the Mask of Orberus is no trifle. Have you any idea what could happen if it is used? Any idea of the consequences?
Ah, they seem to be getting along.
No, but neither do you. So stop panicking.
Oh.
Can hear you two clear on the other side of the island.
Good! May all Skellige know Yennefer of Vengerberg is a common thief!
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity. Just one small problem. Once used, the mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive, and all the Isles with us.
Also, Yennefer instantly just got some dislike points. Anybody that actively steals something and says, well, I didn't steal it, I borrowed it. It's like, come on. Like, if you're gonna steal, at least own up to it when you get caught.
Barry, what are you talking about?
She's not told you? Might have expected as much. The myth is that Orberus created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Orberus made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. Waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. For in vengeance, the sea would rise and flood all the lands and drown the living.
How does the sea talk to people? What?
Where do you get this mask?
Sailors from Clan Dimon pulled it from the sea, near the Njord Trench.
Yeah, but how can you be sure this is Urberos's mask?
It Its appearance is exactly as described in the myths.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools belittle their significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
She did do it for Ciri. At least that's what she's telling me so far.
On the one hand, a theft. On the other, Ciri's life.
I also care deeply for the girl. I proposed a series of other methods. Yennefer refused to listen. She claimed they would take too long. Whereas she needs immediate results. She has always been hot-headed.
True. At least this time she's got a valid reason for it.
Never mind that she might bring... What? What was that?
Did she put on the mask?
No. Yennefer's used the mask.
What? Woman? Are you kidding me? She literally's just like, yeah, fuck your apocalypse. I'm just gonna go. Dude, what? Wow, Yennefer is irresponsible as shit, dude. Is she for real? Oh, great.
Great.
Oh, Sotek's trying to learn lore. I'm just gonna go activate this apocalypse. Not a big deal. You're full of shit, Yennefer. Oh, there are only two. Huh.
What was that?
Unicorns.
Damn it, Yen. I saw the foglets. I meant how'd they get here.
The power of the mask summoned them.
Hermion's kind of pissed.
Ermion says the mask might cause a natural disaster.
Fortunate he's here then. He can jump right in, try to tame it.
Realize he won't let this pass.
Oh, I'll survive, somehow.
I do not like her. I absolutely do not like her right now.
What now?
The mask reveals the past, but only in certain places. Places where past events left a strong magical imprint. Take it.
Want me to wear it?
Yes. I'll cast a spell that will let me see through your eyes.
Alright.
Gonna read my mind again?
You object?
Yes, I do!
You know I don't like it.
Let it go. I just want to see what happened. Besides, you know there are things I'd rather not know about you. Let's go. Already found the first spot.
Dude, yeah, unless something crazy like, obviously we still got a lot of story to go, but so far, Yin is just like, as far as I'm concerned, like, good lord, woman.
This is the spot. Put on the mask.
Any instructions?
Keep it on until you've seen everything. And don't stray far. Telepathy is limited in range.
What's that? A portal?
2 people emerged from it.
The woman was Ciri.
How can you know?
The way she moved, like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Come, let's find the next spot.
I like how he doesn't actually wear the mask, he just like holds it in front of his face.
There'll be nothing. Well, ready? Use the mask.
Oh, I was hoping he'd have blue.
Watch out!
Ooh.
What was that?
A magic explosion of some sort.